The unfortunate truth is that retirement in the US has been dying a slow death for decades. That is the reality almost everyone is facing, and the sad part is most don't know it and are just completely clinging to that old dream. Don't worry, there is hope, but you first have to understand why retirement is dying here in the US. Now, I believe everyone can retire and have financial freedom regardless of the lies that you've been told in the past. So if you want total control of your life, I'll show you the very real alternative to achieve retirement and financial freedom. So make sure you're subscribed because they want you to work forever and I want you to be completely free from all this mess. Now, I know some of you guys out there don't believe me and you just think, I don't know what I'm talking about. You think I'm full of it and all that good stuff. But you guys come here for the truth, and the truth is the US system of retirement is either dead or it's dying. Fool yourself into thinking it's not all you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but for the vast majority of the Americans, that is absolutely the truth. And here are 4 signs that prove that it's either dying or completely dead. And the first is pensions are virtually dead. I don't know about you, but I don't know too many companies nowadays that offer pensions at all. They started phasing those out actually back in the 80s, probably even before then, but where I could kind of find information. Back in the 80s, it was kind of when everybody started phasing them out. And now today, even our military right here in the US is seeing pensions be completely phased out as well. And my guess is that'll probably follow for government workers and everybody else along with that. So part of retirement that we've been taught from a very young age included pensions, and it worked with pensions for a period of decades. But now with those being phased out, you have to create your own pension. So you tell me, have you created your own pension? I mean, one way to do it is through real estate. Do you have enough real estate that produces enough passive income after expenses, after everything else, to sustain you in retirement? Are you doing something else to actually create a pension-like vehicle to get you through your retirement years? I don't know what the answer is for you personally. All I know is pensions are dying or completely dead in the US. And the second sign is older folks are working because they have to work. Nothing says that the system is broken and completely dead like seeing a bunch of old folks, and I'm no offense to older folks out there, but all I see out there when I go to any type of retail chain nowadays is older folks working. And I'm sorry guys, the vast majority of them are not working for the social interaction or just to have something to do because they're bored. They're working because they have to pay the bills, and that's exactly what all the statistics point to. Now, there's nothing wrong with older folks working, but it's sad that these folks have to work in order to make ends meet instead of being able to enjoy their retirement years and live the actual retirement dream that used to be the case here in the US before it started dying or is completely dead. I know when I go to the grocery store and then to Lowe's and then to another place in order to grab something, and then I go out to eat that night, and at all those places, the vast majority of the workers are the elderly. I know the retirement system in the US is dead. And number 3 is the math just doesn't work anymore. All right, fine. You don't want to believe me on the first 2? Cool. I completely get it. But are you going to actually argue that the math is wrong as well? To maintain your current lifestyle in retirement, you're going to need $1.5 to $3 million to withdraw down on to kind of meet that 4% rule or so, depending upon what your expenses are and all that good stuff like that. The vast majority of people do not have anywhere close to that number at all. Even if you include Social Security, the math still doesn't work for the vast majority of people to have enough to actually retire and enjoy those years. And don't even get me started, folks my age and obviously younger may not even see Social Security, so that's just another thing that may very well go away or change significantly in the future in order to continue to afford Social Security that we can't bank on as well. So again, these are all signs that point towards the US system of retirement is dead. And I'm sorry, the math just doesn't work anymore. I got it. Just a couple generations ago, my grandparents could live on Social Security. But with the cost of everything today, that is absolutely an impossibility. You can't do it. And so the math, no matter how you slice it, if you want to maintain your lifestyle into retirement, you need a lot of money. And the reality is you don't have it. And the final sign that retirement is dead is the media is starting to push retirement may not be good. That's right. The media, I'm starting to see articles, television news reports and all these other things like that, trying to talk people into actually thinking that retiring is not a good idea. You don't want to retire. That's not what you want to do. Now, I agree. If you're just going to retire and sit around and do nothing, that is bad for your health. And some of the points they make in there are, valid points as to why you might not want to retire if all you're going to do is go home and just sit on the couch and watch TV all day. I would agree completely there. But I don't think that's what the vast majority of us want to do. So you telling me that not retiring is actually a good idea just shows you the reason why they're saying that is because retirement is dead for everyone and they're just trying to give you an alternative. But I think that alternative and everything the media is saying is complete and total garbage. Retirement and financial freedom is not about sitting around and doing nothing, and it's also not about a jet-set lifestyle or traveling all the time or going and visiting family. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about the freedom of choice to do all those things, to even work if you want to work on your terms, to start that business that you've always wanted to start, to take that risk that you've always wanted to start. That is what retirement and financial freedom is to me. But you cannot gain that freedom using the traditional method because the traditional way of retirement is dead here in the US. I'm sorry, those are the facts. But there is hope. You absolutely can get there. You just have to create your own alternative and basically break away from all that traditional thinking, all those things you've heard. And hopefully these signs kind of showed you today that all those actual traditional ways are completely wrong and broken. But you got to kind of break away from all those and try this new alternative, which I'm going to cover in future videos right here on this channel, because this channel right here is all about alternative routes to financial freedom and retirement. The things we're going to teach here may be blacklisted by society, but they are the absolute truth and they will absolutely get you there. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of it, because they don't want you to know this information. So thanks for watching. And those of you that want that alternative and want to retire and be financially free, I'll see you in the next one.